Welcome to this video. Action Plan for Existence. Agroforests and their deep soils are key. And when correctly exploited and managed, they will become ever more biodiverse and carbon sequestering. These soils and agroforests can still be found in the Amazon forest, presenting sustained soil fertility and extreme productivity. They were built by Amerins several hundreds and thousands of years ago. They and their extreme biodiversity are the leftover but vanishing marks of a past when we humans were a kind of guardians of the planet and of all biodiversity. All these Amerins non-hybridized descendants do not experience the brain atrophy we all modern humans present more and more. Exactly this brain atrophy we modern humans suffer from, since we left the Amazon forest, is strongly associated with the perfect storm we are in. Perfect storm. Yes or no? CDC has answered yes in 2020. AMR threat. The main problem seemed to be that increasing AMR, or infections with AMR pathogens and deaths, and more specifically the lost progress combating this AMR. The real problem is absolute diseases that became resistant against antimicrobials, or AM, and antibiotics. CDC and HO were and are aware that in the future the infections with AMR pathogens could, or must, be resolved or else could skyrocket and further add to the perfect storm and complete a vicious circle, and at the end affect the whole of the miraculous modern medicine we humans became used to. Number of deaths by AMR in 2050. Every time a source warns, there will or could be so many, a number in the millions, deaths from AMR a year by 2050, they don't really know that number. For practical or strategical reasons, they merely make a linear extrapolation and present a number only to give some clue about the seriousness of AMR, but that given number does not guarantee anything. To start with, nobody expected or predicted the rather sudden rise of AMR and consequent deaths we experienced since 2019. Historical perfect storms. All scientists of the field are aware that the same pathogens skyrocketed several times during our human history, sometimes or rather several times together with one or more other threats, and led to collapse of about everything, and in some of the best-known cases sustained for centuries. Post-antibiotic era. In case we would effectively land in a post-antibiotic era, our situation could be comparable, or much worse compared to occasions of collapses in our human history, because in post-antibiotic era, we will miss the control and help of efficient antibiotics, and efficient AM, and probably will present and have to cope with a much less trained innate immunity, and this so for several reasons. WHO knew, warned and responded about to AMR before 2019. WHO knew we humans faced some serious problems that were on the horizon long before 2019, and it gathered and warned and responded to them on several occasions. Obviously HO could not predict if and when a pandemic would manifest. Kent Thornburg warned of an epidemic and of life expectancy turning negative. He warned of problems on the horizon and of an epidemic of degenerative diseases and of life expectancies to go in decline. The title of his 2017 TED video is The Epidemic of Chronic Disease and Understanding Epigenetics. Kent claims, we know what causes it, and we know how to fix it. For me, J.M., Kent Thornburg is a pioneer in predicting and solving the coming perfect storm, this since 2017 and possibly since long before. Even when Kent Thornburg does not talk about a perfect storm, but rather about chronic diseases taking on epidemic forms, and about the long-term decline of life expectancy. But as we will see in this video, the perfect storm includes, or rather associates with chronic disease. In a way, and exactly because these mentioned associations, Kent Thornburg kind of predicted the actual health crisis. He also brings up a very interesting aspect, the 100-year effect. What he explains in his video certainly makes sense, but does not cover the cause of the perfect storm CDC etc. are talking about in 2020. The perfect storm was predicted by Kent Thornburg, when it did not even have a name in 2017. This is the end of this video. Thanks a lot for watching. The subject of the next video will be: what caused the perfect storm, and is it behind us, or in front of us? Please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Bye.